Hey, seventh grade. So I am Mrs. Russell. Some of you guys had me when you were in sixth grade. I still teach sixth grade, but I am also the librarian for the building. Once you're back in the building, I'll be coming around to your classes, or maybe you'll be able to visit me in the library, and we'll talk about books, which is my favorite thing ever. For right now, I'm going to walk you through an award on this video. So we're going to look at the screen. I'm going to talk to you today about the Colorado Blue Spruce Awards. So, Colorado Blue Spruce Young Adult Book Awards, or more commonly known the Blue Spruce Award, have been recognizing the most popular books in the state of Colorado since 1985. The nice thing, in my opinion, is that these books, these most popular books, are selected, nominated, and then chosen by teenagers. So grades 6 through 12 are the ones who are eligible to nominate their favorite book and then vote for the winner. Adults are not allowed to nominate books or vote on books. Publishing companies can't do that either. Do keep in mind that some of the books are more suited to older teenagers, which makes sense because voting goes up to 12th grade. So you're talking 17 and 18-year-olds who are choosing books. Anytime you choose a book from the school library, the public library, a teacher's bookshelf, you want to make sure that you're keeping your guardian in mind. Some guardians are thrilled you're reading a book, whereas others are very choosy about the content that you read. So you always want to keep whoever your big boss is in mind. Although I can take your votes for you and submit them, I'm not allowed to vote on myself. The easiest way is for you just to vote yourself. And so you can go to the Colorado Blue Spruce website and you can vote. It's very easy and straightforward. Voting is actually open now. It opened July 1st and it goes until December 31st. They do ask that you've read at least 3 of the books that were nominated. So let's go ahead and look at what some of those books are. Almost all of these books are available via Sora, and at the end of this, I will talk to you a little bit about Sora, which is how you get ebooks and can start reading immediately on your phone, tablet, or computer. Some of these books are available from Destiny Discover, and that's how you get a physical book that you can hold from our school library. I pull it off the shelf and I can deliver it to you. Or you can pick it up on Tuesdays between 7 a.m. and 3 p.m. So these are just some of the 2020 Colorado Blue Spruce Award nominees. You can go to the website and view the full list. We're just going to spotlight a few of these. And I will be sharing this with your teachers so that if you want to read more about a book on your own time, you're more than welcome. When I went through the 6th grade classrooms and the 8th grade classrooms, they wanted to look at a few books. So I'm going to click on one of these and we'll find out just a few of them. We're going to start with Guts. This book probably looks familiar if you've read Sisters or Smile because it's by the same author and it's part of the series. Guts by Raina Telgemeier is a graphic novel, and in this, the main character gets the flu, and then she really starts worrying about getting sick in front of her classmates at school, and that in turn causes her more anxiety. That anxiety makes her stomach issues worse, and so it's this vicious cycle of never feeling good, worrying about not feeling good. And I think that we can relate. This has definitely been an anxiety-filled year. So in the end, Raina is diagnosed with IBS. She learns how to deal with her diagnosis, and she also gets some tips on how to handle anxiety. So great book, pretty quick read. If you've already read Guts or it's checked out from the library, down below you're going to find books that would be similar in some way. So I already talked about Sisters a little bit. This book, Everything, looks really interesting. Invisible Emmy is very similar to the Guts, Sisters, and Smile series in that it's a graphic novel. It's dealing with issues that many middle schoolers feel. So in this case, Emmy really struggles with talking out loud, taking risks in school. She wishes she was invisible. Sometimes she feels that way. And so this walks through that feeling, which is very relatable. We're going to click back to the start and we're going to look at a new book. Since we're talking about graphic novels, we'll click this one. Bloom by Kevin Panetta is a graphic novel with a little bit of romance. In this book, Aristotle has graduated from high school and he desperately wants to move to Baltimore with his friends to make it in the music industry. However, he clashes with his father, who wants him to stay and help run their family-run bakery. This book is really great for teenagers because you're right in that phase where you're starting to want to come up with your own life and take your own journey, and you kind of know what you want, but grown-ups in your life might have another idea for you or might want to be pushing you in another way. And so this book walks through how to deal with that and how to find value in what your parents want, but in what you want as well. Down below, you've got, again, more books that are going to be similar. With the Fire on High is by Elizabeth Acevedo. Fantastic book, great reviews. This book right here, Darius the Great is Not Okay. I've also read awesome things about that as well. Going back to the start, I would like to talk about Aurora Rising. First off, the cover of this book is stunning, and I know you shouldn't judge a book by its cover, but wow, I can't wait to pick this one up. This one is science fiction, which those of you who had me in 6th grade probably are not surprised. I tend to read mystery and science fiction the most. So this book is 2380. Cadets at the Aurora Academy train to be part of crews of 6. Tyler is born to be a leader, but on the day of the draft, he's rescuing Aurora, who's been asleep for 200 years. And if that sounds like Sleeping Beauty, you're right. It's a take on a Sleeping Beauty tale. He gets stuck with the leftover cadets. When I was reading reviews for this book, a lot of people were saying that this book is like a mashup between The Breakfast Club, if you've seen that movie from the 80s, and Guardians of the Galaxy. So that, these misfits who have no friends or home elsewhere come together and create a team in order to handle a mission. And so I love that idea, and I'm really excited to read this book. Down below, Scythe. This book is part of a series, very dark, very fast, and it happens to be the winner from the 2019 Blue Spruce Awards. I would say if you like The Hunger Games, this would be a book that's in that same realm of teenagers fighting a utopian/dystopian world. Death is definitely going to be part of this book. Very good. I just started it on the recommendation of some 8th grade teachers. All right, we're going back to the start. Allies is another great book. This one is going to be realistic fiction, historical fiction. This book is going to be telling us about the different individuals' experiences on D-Day during World War II. Each chapter almost reads like a short story. So if you struggle sometimes with reading a whole book and you like to just read a story quickly, this book is a great one for that. Down below, Courage Has No Color is a nonfiction book. Highly recommended, and as is this one, The Boys in the Boat, which is the tale of 9 Americans and their epic quest for gold in the 1936 Berlin Olympics. One last one that I want to highlight is How We Roll. This book is, again, realistic fiction. Quinn is having a really hard middle school year, 8th grade year. She has a skin condition that causes her hair to fall out, and then rumors start spreading, and so her life is pretty miserable. They end up moving to a new city, and she makes friends with Nick, who has lost his legs and is dealing with being in a wheelchair. So great, very realistic read. Again, hitting on some things that middle schoolers deal with. Down below, Insignificant Events in the Life of a Cactus is also highly recommended. I'm seeing a lot of people on social media talking about this book. All right, so that was just a spotlight on some of the 2020 Colorado Blue Spruce Award nominees. So these books are the ones that you would be reading now and then voting for a winner. There's only one winner. I do want to take you to Sora and just talk a little bit about Sora. So you can access Sora by going to Clever. That's probably going to be the easiest way. And then you can just bookmark that under your resources. If you go to your homepage, this is what it's looking like. Unlimited checkout titles. There's over 130 books that are available. So it doesn't matter how many people want to read Forgotten Bones, it will be there ready for you. That book is about uncovering a slave cemetery. Down below, you can search by popular subjects, or if you go to collections, you can see some different collections that have been built for you, like top TSD picks. These are what people in our local community are reading in middle and high school. If you want to click this one, it is an audio. I've just borrowed that, and so you can get started on that right away. Audiobooks are great if you have to clean, mow the lawn, or maybe you're waiting around for a friend to come or a parent to come pick you up. And here we go. We'll just listen to a snippet of this.
Scholastic Audio presents Five Nights at Freddy's, Book 1, The Silver Eyes.
So you can hear a little snippet of the book and decide if that sounds interesting to you or not. If you decide that you don't want to borrow a book, you just click return, and then you can go back and browse a little bit more. We'll go back to the Explore menu, and we're going to go back to top TSD picks. So the blue means that this book is available to borrow immediately. The nice thing about Sora is that if you have the app on your phone and your computer, you never have to worry about what page you're on. It will automatically sync. So if you're reading one of these books on your school device during class time, maybe you have a reading day, and then you have to go to an orthodontist appointment and you're waiting around, you don't need to remember where you're at. So the blue borrow means it's ready to go. If we scroll down, we can see that like Diary of a Wimpy Kid Double Down is already being borrowed. So you can place a hold on that, and then it will tell you that this book will be available in about 6 weeks. If you click on that, it tells you that you're third place in line. So that's kind of interesting. You might say, oh, no, I think I want to cancel that hold and continue looking for another book, right? So you're going to go down to the binoculars and keep browsing. And again, the little clock will tell you, so this book is on wait list. For whatever reason, it doesn't know how long the wait will be. This book, the wait's going to be about 4 weeks before you can get the book. So just a little bit of interesting things to see about Sora. There are over 9,000 titles available for you to check out in Sora. And as you keep browsing, these banners will change occasionally. Right now, this one right here has some great books with lots of different characters. You have comics and graphic novels, obviously, Girls in Technology. These are the CCIRA nominees for 2019. So check out Sora, use it, get a book. Hopefully you'll find something that's interesting for you to read. I hope you guys have a great day, and I will see you soon. Bye. Be well.